It's Thursday, May 29th, 2008, and you're watching The Ointment. I'm Steve Tatham, and I just realized I'm probably about as wise as I'm ever going to get. Today is the anniversary of the birth of some great Americans, John Kennedy and Bob Hope. It's also Annette Bening's birthday. Happy half century to Annette Bening. She's 50 years old today, which means, of course, it's time for Warren to trade her in for a new model. Today what I'd like to do is see how many jokes I can get through in one show. 10 is my goal. 10. Count along with me, would ya? Our top story, Scott McClellan, the former press secretary to President Bush, has written a new scathing tell-all book about the Bush administration, in which he says the administration used propaganda and stretched the truth in creating a rationale for the war in Iraq. Dana Perino, the current press secretary to President Bush, remember her? She didn't exactly know what the Cuban Missile Crisis was, gave a statement about the book. Her statement is the following. She said, "What's a book?" That's one. In the book, McClellan quotes President Bush as saying, "You know what? I don't remember whether I did cocaine. I went to so many parties back then, I don't know what happened." You know what? I think he's going to say the exact same thing about the last 8 years. That's two. In political news, Senator Hillary Clinton is still defending statements she made evoking the Robert Kennedy assassination as part of the rationale of why she's still in the hunt for the nomination. She says, "Hey, I wasn't talking about assassination, I'm just talking about the timetable." But she said, if I don't get the nomination, RFK Jr. gets it. That's three. In legal news, because of a recent California Supreme Court ruling, gay marriage will be legal in the state of California. It begins on June 17th. And then, just 6 months later, begins the monotony. Here we see President Bush. He was the commencement speaker at the Air Force Academy graduation. Don't ask, don't tell. In international news, after 240 years, the nation of Nepal voted this week to end the monarchy. No more king in the nation of Nepal. Asked for a statement, the president said, if it works out there, maybe we'll try it here. That's six. Dunkin' Donuts has caved into conservative political bloggers who didn't like what Rachel Ray was wearing in this Dunkin' Donuts commercial because they said the scarf looks too Arab. So Dunkin' Donuts has yanked the commercial. They've also shelved their plans to release their newest donut, which was called Glazed Goat's Head. That's seven. In other international news, a coalition of 111 nations has voted to ban the cluster bomb because of the general, unpleasantness of the weapon. The United States, however, not among these nations. A spokesperson for the USA said, "We do, however, believe in a total ban on diplomacy." That's eight. In entertainment news, pop star Madonna's controversial adoption of an African baby has been approved. She's going to rename the baby. The baby's new name is, "Hi, I'm the result of a desperate attempt to keep up with actress Angelina Jolie," which is hard to get on a birth certificate, let alone a driver's license. That's nine. And finally, in legal news, the United States Supreme Court has decided that employees who claim to be the victims of prejudice and then are retaliated against by their employers can seek damages in the courts. A coalition of business owners has vowed to get back at the court. That's 10, and that's The Ointment for another day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Steve Tatham, and that's news. Catch you tomorrow, everybody.